Right now, your money is going somewhere, not in one big obvious way, but in small quiet pieces that add up faster than you realize. And the problem is, you don't really see it. You see your salary, you see your bank balance, you see the big expenses. But most of what's draining you sits in the background. Let me show you where your money is actually going. Because it's not just rent or groceries or creds or gas, it's a system of small leaks. And once you see them, you won't look at your spending the same way again. Start with this: fixed costs, rent, utilities, insurance. These feel normal, stable. But over time, they've quietly increased. A little more this year, a little more last year. No big jump, just enough that you didn't react. But now, they take a larger portion of your income than before. And that shift alone changes everything. Because once fixed costs go up, your flexibility disappears. Now look at the second layer: variable costs, food, fuel, daily spending. This is where it gets tricky because prices don't rise evenly. They move unpredictably. One week it feels fine. Next week it feels expensive. So your brain treats it as temporary. Just a bad week, but it keeps happening again and again, and slowly your baseline moves up without you noticing. Then comes the third layer: convenience. This is the one almost nobody tracks properly. Food delivery, quick purchases, small upgrades, things that save time or feel harmless. Individually, they're nothing. But together, they create a constant drain because convenience always costs more. And when life gets busy, you choose convenience without thinking. Not because you're careless, but because you're tired. And that's where psychology kicks in. Your brain values time and comfort in the moment more than money in the future. So you spend to reduce friction over and over again. Now add another layer: subscriptions, streaming, apps, services. Most of them feel cheap, so you don't question them. But they stack quietly, month after month, and because they're automatic, they become invisible. You stop noticing them entirely until you actually check and realize how many are running. Then comes something even more subtle: lifestyle creep. As your income grows, your spending grows with it. Not in one big decision, but in small upgrades: better food, better clothes, better experiences. Nothing extreme, just slightly better. And that slightly better becomes your new normal. So even when you earn more, you don't feel richer because your expectations moved with you. And then there's the final layer, the one most people ignore completely: financial drag, interest, fees, lost opportunities, money you could have saved but didn't, money you could have invested but delayed, money you paid in interest because something came up. This doesn't show up as a purchase, but it still costs you. And over time, it compounds quietly in the background. Now step back for a second. None of these things feel like a problem on their own. That's why they're dangerous, because your brain doesn't react to small losses. It reacts to big ones. So while you're watching the obvious expenses, the real drain happens in layers, slowly, consistently, until one day you feel it. You look at your account and think, where did it all go? But by then, it's not one thing. It's everything combined. And here's the shift. This isn't about cutting everything or becoming extreme. It's about awareness. Because once you see the layers, you start noticing patterns. You start catching the small leaks early, before they stack, before they compound, before they turn into pressure. Because your money isn't disappearing randomly. It's moving through systems, habits, defaults, decisions you don't even realize you're making. And once you understand that, you stop asking, where did my money go? And start asking, where is it going next? And that's where control begins.